Well, I said after that Driver Elite video that I wasn't really planning on doing golf club reviews, but of course, because we reviewed some, we got sent more. Yogi's golf handle for Meta Quest 3/Quest 2. Let's check it out. Pretty straightforward box here. Open, dump, unboxed. This does say Quest 3 or Quest 2. You have to order the correct model because right here, as you can see, this is only gonna be the aiming off of a Quest 3. Aha! Extendable, in case you want it to feel more realistic. It even gives you measurements of how long it is. I always kinda don't get the whole like being able to extend these because as I said about the other golf club, the biggest problem with it is the risk to whacking stuff around you. But basically, a simpler version design of a lot of them out there. It is an actual golf club handle on it, but it is branded YOGES. It's got the same thing as we've seen with a lot of them too, the twisting design. Although this one twists both directions, it doesn't actually lock and then have to be unlocked to turn it. You just turn it either way. So they work better if you don't have special hand straps on your controllers or if they are removable. It's designed to work with the stock hand strap, so this random battery door will do. Stock strap should slide right in through it, pull it tight. Similar idea to the last golf club. When I'm holding this now, the headset is going to have a view of all the infrared lights on there, so it should work just fine in game. And then so that it's secure so that you can't launch it out somehow, you're supposed to take your strap, hook it in through there, and then turn until tight. It's definitely, this is gonna be more of a budget one. This is the gray model, it says, but it feels very light. It feels cheap, but it feels functional, and you can extend it if you want a bit more of the weight to feel like it's out toward the end like a real golf club. But again, the longer you make it, the less safe it's gonna be. But yeah, it does, you can feel like, if you close your eyes, you can tell something about that feels a little different than a real golf club because the weight is just so close. Maybe you can find some middle ground here, not have it all the way out where you can smack a child in the face with it, but also to where it feels better. All right, Yogi's Golf Club, we gotta go play some golf. We gotta test this out in mini golf and in full golf and all that. And then we'll get back to you with some thoughts about the price point and whether this is worth it. All right, we're here in Walkabout Mini. It was still calibrated from the Deadeye Club, so we're going to do a quick custom calibration. Walkabout makes it pretty easy because you just hold the grip button and you move the controller to where it looks right. So it can take a little bit of feeling it out, but that feels right. And then once you're done, you pull the trigger to save and exit, and now it is aiming exactly the way I want it to. And one thing that is nice about this over the Deadeye, the trigger is a bit more reasonable. It's in a position where the controller makes sense. So like if I need to teleport right now, if I reach up and I just grab the controller normally, all my buttons are where I expect them to be. Obviously, once you've calibrated it, you can't, I mean, I guess in Walkabout, technically you could extend or shorten this at any time because Walkabout will push the golf club up to the exact length that it sees it needs to be. So like if I reach down, you can see the club gets longer or shorter. So I could technically, even at this point, if I realized, oh, I wanted this to be longer, I could make this longer and it would still function the same way as a putter. I've never played this course, so try not to judge me. Oh, as I actually come kind of close to a hole-in-one. God, I love this game. Boom. So yeah, it does feel pretty natural just to be able to reach up and grab this, although I'm still using the trigger. If I wanted to teleport, that's a wee bit more awkward with this motion right here. I gotta kind of aim it like I got a shotgun in my hands or something, but. Go, 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 yes, yes. Now bounce off there. That was a pretty good hit, actually. I'm still a long ways from making the putt. Oh, it like touched it. Oh my gosh. It does remind you, when you try and play this game one-handed with one in your hand, a club is infinitely better, whether it's a premium one, a low-end one, it's just infinitely better. All right, I'm gonna speed run the rest of this off camera, but I'll meet you in Golf Plus here shortly. All right, Golf Plus wasn't installed on this headset with an 8 GB download. We decided to come back another day and get some Golf Plus going. I'm in the menu here, and it looks like, I've looked through this a couple times, they do not have this specific club. So you can either custom do it, or I'm gonna try, because there's a couple that are pretty close. The Deadeye would be closest. I feel like this Yezro Q3 is probably the closest, but let's see. Because it basically is the same thing, it just holds the controller up. So in essence, it might work. It's like an inch off in the very back, but I think it's close enough. Oh, hey, that was a pretty good hit. All right, let me see real quick if I can switch, and I'll just do it custom to see if it feels much different. This one is close enough, I guess I can keep using it, but it seems like you can choose them where you can adjust the length, but it doesn't give me a custom one, which I can't imagine is really the case. We're gonna keep playing this way for now, I guess. Oh man, I don't know if I accidentally grabbed the wrong club, I might have. And right into the bunker. That's what I always do on this hole, whatever. All right, I'm gonna take this thing away for a while, play around some other games too. There's a couple free, weird mini golf ones that I've been meaning to check out anyways, so I'll be back with you for some final thoughts soon. $37 today is the price on this. That is, there's a 10% off right now on it. If you're looking for like the budget golf club that you would use for these games, something you could have on hand, you're not the most serious one spending, you know, $90 on some premium carbon fiber edition. You want something a little more approachable. You really want that real feel. You really want both your hands to be on it. You want that rubber grip like a real golf club. This is good. I like the feature that you can extend it if you want, so you get a little bit of the best of both worlds. So if you're someone who wants that length and immersion of feeling that weight really swinging out there, you can do that. But if you want the safety of having it close and not being able to possibly knock a cat across the house, then you have this option. It holds it in a way that really doesn't mess with the tracking, but also the nice thing about it is because of the way it's held when your face is covered, you can pretty easily just navigate your way down and find the exact grip on there. Where this other one I showed you, it was like facing this, and so it's kind of awkward to get your hand on it. So yeah, it's not the first thing from Yogi's I've liked. There's been several things of theirs I haven't liked, but I do like this club. There are other options out there, but I don't think I found any of them that do this much and are even close to this low of a price. So if you're interested in one, but you don't want something way too expensive, this is good. If you want something simpler, I do have some 3D printed ones that I've used a lot that basically just hooks in and they're really cheap. So maybe I'll leave a link to those too, but those are kind of nice because the way they work is you still have your actual controller in your hand and you have the longer stick to hang onto it. So you're never fiddling for buttons like you are with this one where you're reaching up to do stuff, but pretty solid setup, feels quality, feels sturdy. I like it. If I had to find one little gripe, if you don't tighten this thing down enough, you'll find that sometimes you're accidentally turning the handle instead of turning the whole club, but it's pretty rare. And this feature is just kind of neat, even if I probably would very rarely use it. But what do you think? You're here, I'm guessing, because you like golf or you're thinking about liking golf on the Quest 3. What do you play? How realistic is it to you compared to real life golf? I feel like it has actually made me a little better when I go to Top Golf if I play enough with these, because at least you get like the feeling of the club and everything, but I know my swing is far from conventional or perfect by any means. But let me know in the comments your thought. Thank you once again for being here. I'll see you in another reality.